Okay,
I
it's
was
not
gonna say
like
they're
seeing
not
the
really
opposite.
rivals though.
They aren't rivals. We beat them all the time, right? It's not a rivalry. That's like seeing the opposition just fail. Like that brings me joy. And it's not because of them on the team. It's because of all the people on Twitter and all the talk about City's money and Arsenal is just this underdog who's not an underdog at all. Like I love being the bad guy. We are the villains. We are the Death Star. Know us. When you win 5 out of 6 titles, come talk to me. If you not Man United, nobody else in the Premier League can talk to us. That's it. It's a different standard. We are in rare air. Only 2 clubs in the Premier League have ever three-peated. They both reside in Manchester. And we're about to add a trouble to that. So let's go, man. Let's go.
Like, I understand people were telling us we needed to calm down, we needed to relax. Maybe there was a little too much going on. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the one who always comes with the evil man energy, that heel energy. I'm the bad guy. Bring me all this energy. I don't care. I don't care. I called this. I knew this was coming. I was chanting Championes to Who Run It in our last episode. I knew the vibes. Like, Pep, he obviously knew the vibes a week ago when he was just like, there's no way Arsenal will drop points. Like, that's not a thing Arsenal does, right? Like, I may have only been in the Premier League for a little more than a half a decade, but just from my time here, I've been able to put two and two together that Arsenal, they do exactly what is expected of them. Goodness gracious. Oh, what a time to be alive. People out there watching all those other things, like if y'all want to request, show raise hand, tag us, worst case, all those other things. Like if y'all want to just hop in, let's just have a love fest. Let's just, anyone, get it there. Let's have some fun. Okay, so I know I was talking smack and I said there's a chance Arsenal were going to drop points. I actually believe that shit though. Like I thought it was gonna happen. Oops, sorry, FanFest Live. I've been drinking, so the curse word it might slip out. Sorry, this isn't the normal FanFest Live where we're Disney vibes here. We out here. We celebrating. Wish I had some champagne on me. Uh. Okay. Okay. I guess. So I guess Tarek asked it at the beginning. Let's put ourselves in the perspective of someone who was hoping City would officially clinch the title tomorrow. Like, I guess what are the give and takes? Like, why would you want to wait a day for this? I personally don't get it.
I think it's that euphoria, right? Like even with the tension of knowing that you have to wait 90 minutes or wait until that first goal is scored so you can like relax and you can enjoy the moment. I think having it happen in real time and truly like quote unquote earning it is what people want. I think like to say, hey, you have the game, right? You got tickets for the game. Like I saw somebody from Twitter from America that flew out there for the Chelsea match. I'm sure they were hoping that you would see it in person. So yeah, I think that's like where it comes from. And I can't blame them for that.
It's not even as much as I don't feel like, oh, we didn't earn it, because we've earned it over the course of, what is it, 35 games we've played. Tomorrow will be 36. So we've won it over the course of the length of time. But again, like I said, being able to just, it feels, and I've seen somebody else say this and I agree, it does feel just slightly anticlimactic for me. It's like, oh, we already won it. I'm not going to complain. I'll take a trophy any way it come. I'll take a PL every single year any way we can get it. So I'm not complaining by any stretch. I'm just like, oh, I actually wanted to see, we'll see the boys go out there and play tomorrow. So it's not like we're going to not get a chance to see them play. But it's just, knowing that, hey, each kick of the ball, oh, Holland scores the goal that wins the trophy or whatever, right? We didn't even have to show up to win the trophy because Arsenal didn't handle their business. So, like I said, I'll take them any way I can get them. But there is a piece of me that feels like, oh, that's a little anticlimactic.
I don't know. I just feel like this is the typical City fan in me. Like, we've been screwed over too many times. And I also remember 2018, like going to Old Trafford, like having the league, like being able to win the title that year and not doing it, like, and that was like traumatic to me. If someone else can do that for me, great. Like work smarter, not harder. So like
Mm.
that's where I am with this. And like I don't feel any kind of way about celebrating because we won the title, because at the end of the day, we won the title.
Right, right.
Crunk, can I just say something real quick? Um,
Always.
Got to give a credit to the black man, Taiwo Awonigi. They do not say his name correctly on the airwaves. It's very frustrating. But Taiwo is a beast. And between him and that Brighton performance, when Brighton went down to London and embarrassed them, I'll love these two clubs forever. Like I'll never forget Brighton. I will always root for Forest. I hope y'all stay up every year between 14 and 17. Brighton, I hope you push for like fifth to eighth. Maybe you make a Champions League one time. Like y'all are good in my book forever. Like we will Millie Rock on every block.
Okay, so was that a compliment to Nottingham Forest? I mean,
Oh yeah,
I sensed it at the beginning, but at the end when you said the whole like 14 to 17 part, I was just like, I
no,
don't really
because
get.
that's safety. That's safety. That's all you want. You know your role. You know who you are. Like it's a reason Crystal Palace exists. Crystal Palace exists to go 10th to 14th.
Bro, can you stop shooting shots at people?
I'm
Can we?
just no. I'm saying that
When
everybody
you
has.
when you at the top, everybody gonna catch a stray.
I mean,
Everyone is gonna catch a stray when you at the top.
the
And
Premier League
like
is a caste system. Okay, everybody knows their level, and if you come out of that caste, it's like, oh my god, we made it. Look at Brentford. We're up to ninth. Oh my god, because you're not top four. It's okay, Or you could be Spurs and be shit. Sorry, FanFest Live. You could be terrible. Like, come on now.
Hey, like, don't get our fan fest revoked, man. Our privileges revoked.
Bro, they low key probably
I am
love this
so
stuff.
sorry. I am so sorry.
I'm the one who put the whole language barrier on us. It wasn't FanFest Live. They love us there. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure they're probably just like, "Oh," but also I don't know. I don't know. We're champions. We in this bitch. We lit. I'm crunk. we out here, baby. Come on now. Let's see. Championes from Man City Fan 946, not Man City Fan 965. What bottles are we popping today? You saw Tom what Tom was on. He's already Mike got his champagne chilling. DT3, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. It's Man City for life. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. If this was Riverside, I'd be playing that right now. Okay. I don't even know. Like normally I'm very prepared, but I was legitimately like chugging my beer at the bar and I was like, guys, you want to go to live? Like I have no plans. So like please.
okay, so over these last three Premier League matches, what do you think that Pep continues to trot out the same players, or is this an opportunity for maybe Sergio Gomez to get a few league starts, maybe even Calvin Phillips to get a few league starts, based off of the two, like having won one of the three of the possible treble, those next three matches are essentially like scrimmages for us. So what do you expect to see in those matches?
If I can
Can
go
I
first.
tag on to
You
that?
go.
I just
Go
want
for
to
it.
just tag on to it. What if anything do we owe, I'll say, the competition, not any individual club, but what do we owe the competition from a standpoint of bringing a competitive team? Because, for instance, if we beat Chelsea, and then I forget who we have next. We got, I think Brentford is one of them,
Brighton
maybe
and Brentford.
Brighton and Brentford.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's probably all those teams are probably safe at this point, so it doesn't matter. If we were playing a team that was in a relegation battle, would we owe it to somebody to play a real team and uh, maybe take points off of the team that was in that relegation battle? But at this point, all those teams probably are safe. Although Chelsea, they're tried their best not to be. So I was gonna say, do we owe it to anybody to put out a quote unquote regular lineup?
I actually hope, looking at the table, Brighton is tied with Villa on points for sixth place, and I think that gets you Europa League. And so, and they have the better goal differential plus 2 games in hand. We're one of their games in hand. So I'm all about helping out Brighton because they helped us out. Also, it would keep Spurs out because Spurs is at 57 points. So if we help out Brighton in that midweek match, let's say we rotate. If you're
Oh,
under
yes.
25, you play. Everybody go have fun. Kids just go have a ball, kickabout. Like, and Brighton wins 3-2. I'm fine with that. Like, help the people that helped you. You know.
And I like the 3-2 because like we still score, we make it look like we've tried. And if I just want to hop in and get out because I love what y'all are doing right now. I think Pep actually is going to put out the Champions League side out on Sunday so they can get the Ring of Honor, they can get the clap, the love, the support, or at least the starters. And then it wouldn't even surprise me at half it's like 5 subs. And it wouldn't surprise me if the next match after that, Brentford, or yeah, whoever it is, we take it easy on them again. But the last match, I think he's going to put the starters out there because he wants them in form for the FA Cup final.
So I see a couple people talking about, they want to give minutes to everybody else, which I understand. There's a lot of people that have been training with us all season long. They've been pushing the quote unquote the starting 11. So we definitely want to give them chances and give them opportunities to get out there and get some minutes under their leg. I guess my question would be, again, trying to balance keeping everyone healthy and also not allowing them to get out of sync over 3 weeks or however much time is left. So is it a case, would anyone, like, for me, I could run out because, you hear all these rivals talk about how we have 2 teams and we have 2 whole teams that are, could win the Premier League or whatever. So I'd be willing to test that theory. Let's have a starting 11 and then switch it up at half. And then, just give everybody on the team minutes, even switch the goalie out. I don't know. We only get 5. We only get 5 subs, but still, I mean, just switch at half, boom, pull a bunch of people out, bring in 5. There's
Yeah, I
no,
think
just keep minutes in their legs, but yet try to keep them healthy.
the weekend matches are the most important. So like you basically play a match every weekend. We got a Sunday match against Chelsea, Sunday against Brentford, Saturday FA Cup final. So like I think you roll out the best lineup we have, right? The lineup that beat Real Madrid. And I know people may have some feelings about this, but I don't want to mess with something that's good. So I'm gonna leave Akanji in at left, and I'm not bringing Ake back. I want the people that got us here, the group that was able to beat Real Madrid and embarrass them 5-1 on aggregate, they deserve to play to start against Inter. And if you need to make a sub because it's not working at halftime, Ake is right there. But
Yeah,
that
but Ake's
that
not
lineup
a
is exceptional.
not. I mean, it is, but it was exceptional. One, I think I said this the other night when we were recording. Right, that lineup was both we were forced into it because of Ake being out, but then also it was a product of who we were playing. And to be fair, Brighton's wingers are decent. Chelsea's wingers, if you want to conclude Sterling and whoever on the other side, I don't know, but maybe they're decent. But there is not a Vinicius Jr. that we're coming up against on one side and then a Rodrigo on the other side, right? That was why we had to have that group in. And quite honestly, if Ake had been healthy, the question wouldn't be Ake versus Akanji, it would be Akanji versus Walker on the right side. That to me is the question, because if Ake is healthy, you talking about earning his spot and he deserves it. My man played, he was exceptional all season long in many ways. As much credit as Diaz gets at the back for our defense, I think he goes a little underappreciated as far as Ake is concerned, because he was there even when Diaz was out hurt. And again, we did lose some of those early games, but I don't think you can applaud Diaz and not give that same level of appreciation and of respect to Aki as well. So for me, I don't have the question that you have. My question is Walker versus Akanji.
Yes, and I'm with Tarek on this because I think offensively, I know that sounds strange, especially someone who didn't play and doesn't have a lot of background in the sport, but like there's something about Jack playing on the left side, but playing with someone behind him who's right-footed that just throws off his timing. Like he really hasn't been the same since Ake's been out. To me, like I don't think he's been as like he's been drawing fouls like at his normal rate, but I don't think he's been creating the chances that he normally has, based on like just because Akanji's behind him and not Ake. So I'm with Tarek. When Ake comes back, when Ake is fit, he comes back in, and then it's a question of do you start Akanji or Walker? To me,
Well, and I like the idea of holding Ake until the FA Cup final and it being a whole will he, won't he start? And it can be a whole mental thing because then United have no idea how to prepare for him.
The problem with that is he could be fit, but is he quote unquote match fit, right? Match fit is being able to run for 90 minutes. And until he gets that time underneath his belt, I don't know that you can just build that up without playing in games here and there. So for me, and again, that's your opinion, you're entitled to it, even though I'm trying to take it away from you. For me, he's got to play in at least the Brentford match ahead of it to make sure, and he's got to be ready to go the full 90 to make sure he's good to go for the Man U game. If there's any questions, he just can't play. If there's a question, he just can't play.
What I will say is this, right? Because I was looking ahead to CL final versus Inter and keeping it the same. But if you talk about FA Cup, we've been prepared. Like we just played Rodrigo and Vinny. I would say they're a better combination than Antony and Rashford, right? Like we're going to take Rodrigo over him, over Mr. Antony, Mr. Spinny Ball, and then we're going to take Vinny over Rashford. It's closer, but we're going to take it, right? So it's like,
is Rashford playing down through the middle,
he
or
plays on the left? Yeah,
I don't even pay attention to that.
Hey, hold on. We have a guest.
Jump in.
Let's go.
Yes. It just says Man City fan 688. I apologize.
What's going on?
Spencer from the New York Sky Blues. What's up, everybody?
What's up, Spencer?
Hey, what's up, Spencer?
I don't know what's going on with right over here, but you know.
Hey, that's why I asked.
That's your new number.
Champions, baby.
Yes, sir.
688. I don't know. I kind of like the number 3 right now. How about you guys?
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Never in doubt.
What were you up to when you found out Nottingham Forest were ahead of Arsenal?
I was watching the whole thing, frankly.
Okay.
It was a lazy Saturday, just hanging out with my dog, because it's raining like crazy here in New York. So yeah, it was really nice to watch. I had real shades of 2018 when United lost to give us the Prem, even though we should have beaten them in the derby to go. But you know, all good. We still won it. That day, I got a text from one of my friends who doesn't support City. I was in the subway in New York, and he goes, whatever you do, just find an app to watch it on streaming. And then I saw United lose, which mathematically made us champions. So we're going to get that. But I love Raz. I love him to death. But it's kind of funny that he's going to have to clap us on tomorrow, the Guard of Honor. No shade to him. Love him. He's a servant of the club, you know, all that. But,
this is Shades of Blue. You can throw as much shade as you want to.
Well, hope you enjoyed the £600 million signings at Chelsea, because look how much good that did you guys. Sucks to suck. There's your shade. There's your shade.
Yeah. So were you, when you were watching, I guess two questions, because I asked this for the rest of the gentlemen earlier. Was there any sense of I want to win it tomorrow versus today versus Arsenal losing? Did it feel anticlimactic in any way, or were you perfectly good with it?
Nah, I liked the fact that we got it all wrapped up today, because that way we can give some of our players who've been playing so many games a bit of a rest. Because we got the FA Cup final coming up soon, and the Champions League final coming up.
So you're in favor of of these last 3 matches, basically playing the kids, start rotating out the squad.
The Brentford game, I'd like to see our first team play, because that's the last one. We'll have a week off, but now it's time to give guys like Kev a rest. Play Haaland. Try and get even more of a record for him, but be careful, because we don't want him to be injured. We don't want any injuries right now. Wednesday will be a great day for us to bring Ake back. And have those guys, people like him coming back, playing the likes of Cole Palmer now, giving Phillips more of a shot now. I think that Phillips has gotten a really bad rap this year, and he's been kind of our boo boy for this year, because, a high contract, high signing, and all that. And he has not really performed to that level of the transfer fee. But we could have said the same about so many of our players. Only really Haaland and De Bruyne and Ruben Diaz, really, out of all of our squad right now, came in, hot off their heels, hitting the ground running. So usually players need a year or two, year or so to really get used to the system. So give them the time to do that.
I was looking to see.
Hold on 1 second. They just tweeted actually the.
Oh okay. Yeah. Did you all see the new name and number set, the Champions 23?
No.
Because they're changing up the name and number set. The Premier League is doing that for next year.
Oh,
that's right. That's right. I did see that. I knew it was coming. I haven't seen it with the new shirt though.
Yeah. So.
I have it. It's like a little cool little swoosh, and
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm just a little upset that they didn't try and do a restock of the 22-23, the current home kit, for us to put that on the back.
That would be dope.
Yeah. So that's why I usually buy a kit with no one on the back, in hopes that we
put the champions on there.
Yeah, in the hopes that we could put that there. Wishful thinking, trying to put that out into the universe.
I like that. Manifest. That's beautiful energy. Beautiful energy.
And that manifestation is why I'm going to say this: treble.
Oh, for sure.
Come on, bring the energy. Love it. Love it.
Manifest it.
Let's go.
Wait, question, man. Are you going to be at Amity Hall for the final, for the UCL final?
Actually, I am not. I'm going to be in Seattle. It's the only game where I won't be there, apart from the 2 games I was in I was in the UK for. But I'll be watching with the Seattle crew, and they're a really good group. But awesome. Let's just say that helping to organize the Champions League final watch parties in New York, it's been a circus, man. We're working with not just Amity Hall, but 2 other bars in the neighborhood, because we can't keep up with the demand. So it's not the most ideal situation how we put it in, but it's the best that we could do, given the circumstances. Like, I do this shit for free.
Yep.
We got work and stuff like that. So yeah. And then just dealing with a lot of questions from people and just trying to make it as thorough as possible, which is never the case because someone's always going to ask something that is just like, did you just read it? Did you not read?
And I asked because I just went to the Twitter profile. It's a beautiful layout. Like, it's so detailed. It's super thorough. Like, I'm coming back to New York for the first time in 2 years. I used to live out there for a while. So
Are you going to be here for the final?
Yeah, I'll be there that weekend on the 10th for sure. So, yeah, I'm super hyped to go back. I'll get there like 12 o'clock if I have to and pull up a seat for 3 hours. Like
earlier.
Yeah.
Get there earlier. Dead ass. That's
real New York.
Real New York.
There you go. That's real.
Okay. Yeah, the other thing is I want to assure anybody watching this, if you are not a member of the New York Sky Blues, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Half Pint and Peculiar Pub will have a bouncing, electric atmosphere. I guarantee it. All right? So don't feel like you're missing out. You know, it's just Amity Hall has a capacity of 350 people. And we have 300 paid members this season.
Wow.
It would not be fair to those people to be locked out for that.
Yeah,
sure.
You know, the one game, you know, like this is the end all be all for so many of them. So, you know, it's not that we don't love the people visiting, but you know what? If you want to be there, become a member. Reopens in July. $10 for the whole season for us. So
that's awesome.
Awesome.
So how are you guys feeling about all this? What do you think we should be? Who should we be starting tomorrow?
So I was looking to see if there was anybody in our squad that doesn't have enough appearances to get a medal. And Ortega's the only one, but I think for goalkeepers they make an exception. So
Scott Carson.
Yeah, it really is Ortega and Carson. That's really the only, and I think Ortega only has one appearance. There's not enough games for him to get to the actual 5 mark.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be okay with him playing, but of course we all want our starting 11 playing in that Brentford match. So at that point, then it becomes just play as many of the players that didn't get enough run. And really, my biggest request is I do not want to see Rodri touch the pitch at all tomorrow. At all. Just give him a break. Give him a break. We didn't even get to say goodbye. My man just dropped off real quick.
I think that's gonna be tough, Tarek. I think he's already prepared to play because we were already going in with the mindset that we needed the win. I hope he gets subbed out at halftime.
Yeah, no, and I understand that that's what the plan was, but the plan needs to change. We already got the trophy is locked up, and the worst thing that could happen, the absolute worst thing that could happen, is that man get hurt. He's been playing all these minutes all season long. Just give him a break. And maybe it's he only plays the first half and then we pull him out at halftime. But it cannot be, in my opinion. And again, I'm not Pep, but it can't be play him all the way up until the 80th minute and then we want to bring. No, he needs rest. He needs to take a good 2 weeks off and then get himself back into it.
Okay. We're just going to keep it moving because I don't know how much longer, but we appreciate it. But do type in the chat your Twitter handle, your information and stuff like that, because we didn't get all of that.
I appreciate him jumping on, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Yes,
Exactly.
We love that.
Exactly.
Anybody else out there listening, you want to jump in with us?
Jump in.
And also, of course, it is that New York energy that will hop on and be like, hey, yo, what's up? I loved all that. New York Sky Blues on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Sorry, that was the Midwestern enemy coming out for some reason. I am Mastodon, YouTube, and Twitter.
Vibes.
I need patches. I wonder, can they just give us the patch now? They need to make that option available since we are the champions. I feel like
someone already said that it is available on. If you go onto the store right now, you can get the patch on it. And I personally can't do that right now. Like I just
Well, it's crazy
I'll let-
because I think
wait.
Charlie brought up. I think her name is Dana, who is from St. Louis. She was
Mhm.
one of our guests earlier, maybe
Mhm.
last year. I don't know. But she is in the UK. She's going to the Chelsea game tomorrow. But she said she brought like a couple jerseys that she already had, a couple kits that she already had, and had them put names and stuff on the back in the actual shop. It's like if you would have waited one more day, you could have got that patch on there too. Maybe she goes back and paid an extra to get the patch.
I mean, she's there, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess she'd be, yeah, she's there, so might as well, right?
I don't know if there was
That's
like a special, you can get the name plus the patch. I don't know, but
It's
if I
there.
was there,
It's
if I was there,
there.
I'd be putting that patch on.
It's
Yeah,
there.
the patches right here. Yeah. Yeah.
Bing bong. Bing, 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 bong. That's how Pep manages. This is the best. Okay. I guess anything else? Because I need to go
All
make a
good.
drink. And yeah.
This was wonderful. Like
This
I'm
is
ready.
great.
Are we doing FanFest Live tomorrow?
Of course we are.
7:15,
morning.
7:20.
Yes, I
How many-
know. I'm sorry. I haven't made a post. I've been like living, and then also like I meant to go home immediately from the farmers market and send all that stuff. I'm still supposed to send information to FanFest Live. I'm like completely slacking, but I saw Nottingham up, and I was like, beer, please, television, please. So yeah, I also got to get to that too. But again, New York Sky Blues, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who hopped on here, comments. Tombo, Sharpie, Ter.
See, to me, you're backwards.
Yeah.
Damn it. Tom, Sharpie, Tarek.
There you go.
But on my screen, it's not. That's
Yeah.
why I was pointing
Yeah.
out. I don't like this. It needs to be all. Everybody needs to be seeing the same.
See, that's that
box.
whole
That's
technical, you got to get screen mirroring and all this other stuff.
why- Oh man. Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
fellas, I won't be on in the morning. We're headed
It's
to
all
Indy.
good.
We're headed to Indy for a game.
Daddy
but-
duties. We. It's one of the many things we love about you, Tarek. What are
season,
you
baby.
talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ball's life.
Tomorrow is soccer. Tomorrow is soccer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's start of State Cup. So first weekend of State Cup.
Oh, let's go then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right.
Let's go, Peterson girls.
Well, from Shades of Blue, we out of here. Y'all know the vibes.
Shady game, shady game, shady game. Campeones.
Campeones.